Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do an unboxing on this Ninja DualBrew Pro coffee maker, model number CFP301. So they just released this September of 2021. This will be my unboxing. I'm going to do a setup. You've got to prime the pumps. I'm going to show you how to set it up in a separate video. Then I'm going to be doing a detailed video. Show you how to use the milk frother, make an over iced coffee, and this thing does K-cups. So I just finished up reviewing the other DualBrew that they just released. This does not have the milk frother. This is a very nice coffee maker. Check out that detailed review. So this retails for $230. It is available on Amazon. I'll put a link to it in my show description notes. I am an Amazon affiliate. If you click on the link, I get a little bit of money from the click, but the products don't cost you anymore. I buy all my own products with my own money, so thanks for your support. Okay, so let's open it up. It comes with a packet full of, it's got some paper filters in it and the manuals. Looks like part of the milk frother was attached right here, so make sure you get that out. Miss Fiona likes to help with the reviews. Okay, so this thing is big and it's kind of heavy, so be careful. The first things I recommend is this piece of plastic. Make sure you let's remove this right away. Now leave the other stickers on. They've got some kind of good notes on them. And the milk frother, this attachment's going to go right here. So put it with that unlock symbol facing you, kind of at that angle, and then turn it to the right. That's going to lock it on there. And then you can swing it back into the storage place. So a nice feature of this is the water tank will swing around the back. So first we remove the water tank. See this little latch here? You got to open this. Now it kind of sticks back there and you just got to kind of pull it out. Now what this exposes is we can rotate this around to the back side. But it's a little tricky. And the first time I did it, it says it will offer some resistance and you think you're going to break it, but if you just kind of rotate it back. Okay, so here I've got it. You got to kind of grab it and then just kind of rotate it. It kind of catches on this little lip right here, but just rotate it. Now you can put the water tank in the back. And then this little piece now goes over here. Doesn't fit the best down in there, but at least it looks decent. So that's a nice feature, being able to put the water tank on the back. So that gives this thing a whole different dimension. Now, filling the water tank up, it's a little farther back there, but that's not too bad. But man, it really makes it slim. Now front to back is almost 14 inches, but your width is only 7 inches now. That's why when you see the picture, you don't see the water tank. They swung it around the back. Multi-position reservoir. Okay, it looks like the majority of what we're going to have to see is going to have to light up. Comes with a carafe. I really like the new carafe they've come up with. This is a lot thicker glass. I know the older Ninjas, that glass was kind of thin. This seems really thick. It's got a warming plate. It's got this big shelf that comes down, a little grippy. It's got a nice big water tank. Nice handle to grab onto. Once we fill it up, it's got a little slot. Slides right there. Here's where we start to get into some of the differences. Now this is called the Ninja Pod Adapter. This is for K-cups. We've got 3 needles. That's where the K-cup's going to go. But we can remove this assembly. So we push this down, lock it. We got to go to the unlock position. So push this thing back, and then I can lift this whole pod adapter out. That reveals the brew basket. This is a cone filter brew basket. Now they do give us some cone filters to start off with that. I really like that. But it takes number 4, 8 to 12 cup cone filters. So the reusable filter, this is a generic one. It doesn't fit. You've got to get the one made just for Ninja. So again, they call this their DualBrew system. We can do regular coffee. This is a 12 cup pot of coffee. And with this pod adapter, we put it in. And we can do K-cups. So let's take this back out. When we put our filter in here in our coffee, it says slide for grounds. So we're going to slide this and lock it. There's a brew head in here for the coffee. And the way we take that brew head out, we slide this back, we lift this up. This brew head will slide all the way out. There's the brew head for when you're doing coffee. And it just slides in. You can see the hot water is going to get to the brew head through this little tube right here. Okay, so we come around the side. This is going to be a hot water dispenser. This is a new button here. It's got the traditional scoop. It's held in there really nice. And this is Ninja's frother. I really like it. You press the button down and it makes the froth go. But this, having it come off like that, it's super easy to clean. We can see that's what it looks like. And then I like that it has a little storage for it. Come around back, looks like there's a little hook. Nothing going on there. Cord is a 2-prong cord. They say don't plug it into an extension cord. Okay, dimensions, it's about 12 inches front to back. Side to side's about 9.5 inches. So it will fit under kitchen cabinets just barely. So with the K-cup lid lifted, it's right at about 19, almost 18 3/4 inches. Okay, so here we've got the bottom. It says it's part of the CFP Series 32, 120 volts, 60 hertz, 1,550 watts. It's got these rubber feet on it. Here's what the bottom of the brew basket looks like. I wonder if that's where the hot water is going to come out. Because it says it's got a different area the hot water comes out than the brew area. Independent hot water system. So again, the carafe's really nice. This is just, you got to turn it all the way 3/4 of the way around to get it to come off. It's got the mixing tube. And to put the carafe lid back on, you're going to start over here and then turn it all the way around. Again, a warming plate, and it's got an indicator to show us that the warming plate's on. So again, let's just go over the top. This is going to be kind of different. So this is called the pod adapter, and it's in the locked position. When it's in the locked position, that means you can use the K-cup. I lift this up, I do my K-cups. When I want to remove it, I just simply push this back, and then I can take this whole pod adapter out. And then I got to put my filter in, then I slide this forward to do regular coffee. So that's a little different than we're used to. It's not too bad. I've gotten used to it pretty good. Yeah, and this looks like a coffee bean, and there's like a knob, and then that looks like water. Yeah, it says the hot water mode uses a separate water line for pure, clean, hot water. That's nice. Okay, so I plugged it in. It's got a very nice looking display. Wow, that is sharp. It's a touch screen, looks like. There's the power button. So when the power's off, it shows the time on the dial. And when you turn the dial, it turns it on. So we've got brew style. We've got classic, rich, over ice, and specialty. This looks like is our selector for size. So I've got the K-cup. So it knows I've got the K-cup adapter in, so it's going to give us ounces. So we can do a 6, 8, 10, or 12 ounce. Start brew. So that's a push button too. Okay, I'm not going to do that. So to start the brew, you push the display. So let's turn it back on. We've got delay brew. We've got the symbol that shows like a K-cup. We've got this lever. This is pretty common to Ninjas, that stops the dripping out of the bottom of the brew basket. Or you can pause the brew by going to close and open. It's got a clean light and a separate, whoops. When that clean light comes on, I'm going to show you how to descale this. It's got 2 separate descaling modes. Okay, so let's take this out and put the coffee grounds. It changes to a coffee bean symbol, and now it gives me a lot more options. Up to 9 different brews when you're doing regular coffee ground coffee. Coffee, travel mug, half a pot, quarter pot, 3/4, all that. Small cups. Yeah, so this thing's very stylish. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you how to prime the pumps. We gotta do some setup before we brew our first pot of coffee. Then this third video is gonna be a detailed video. I'm actually gonna brew some pot of coffee and brew a K-cup. Thanks everybody for watching. If you could, please like and subscribe.